Hello everyone, my name is Ciara McFerrin. I work as an insight crafter at Dinvibe, and we work in social media intelligence. What is social media intelligence? It's really quite simple. We analyze spontaneous comments that people post online. Couldn't be simpler. And I'm here today to talk about how emotions are becoming more and more important for brands to think about. Even though the functionalities that we often think about are undeniably a hugely important driver for consumers, we are seeing that emotions are increasingly becoming a bigger part of the picture, really. So my goal today is to demonstrate how we've been shown the light, if you like, by consumers. I want to show you how a different perspective could inspire new opportunities and how it could open doors for innovation strategies for you, perhaps. Okay, so emotions are the new key to empowerment ideals. You may have come across this phenomenon yourself, that people, especially the Generation Zs between around the ages of 10 to 25 years old, are much more comfortable with their own emotions and their own mental health than older generations are. And if you have a look at the graph, it represents 500 Generation Z Americans, and it quantifies what they expressed freely online themselves about health in general terms. So at the top there, you can see the top three most mentioned health issues are mental health issues, or we could say emotional health issues would be another way to express it as well. So Generation Zs, we can say in particular, are highly aware of the role of mental health in overall health. And it goes even further than that. They actively try to embrace these emotions. They are not trying to reject them. And part of that is talking about how they're feeling, what they're experiencing, talking about it online, and encouraging others to embrace their own feelings as well. So have a look at the comment there. It's okay if you can't find the words to describe how you feel. It's okay to be okay. It's okay not to be okay. Posting their experiences, their feelings online, it makes them feel a little bit better about themselves. It makes them feel empowered. And in fact, they publicly share their knowledge and experiences to bring about change, purposefully to bring about change. So they want to break taboos and advocate for an emotional revolution, if you like. So really, they themselves view emotions as a powerful driver of empowerment. Let's think about where brands come into the picture here. If a brand is trying to communicate with this generation, emotions need to be a part of the equation. And the COVID-19 crisis is making us all confront our emotional well-being. I think we can agree that we've all been looking more inward to ourselves. It's a worldwide phenomenon. It's not limited to a particular country or product. And here we've been closely analysing people's behaviour since the beginning of the crisis in the beauty area, but also in many other industries as well. Among other things, we've seen people focusing on self-care more than ever because of the time available, because they're trying to cope with a difficult situation, for example. And so what they do is they invest in products or routines for that specific purpose. Here in the quote, you can see the person says, "In this time of uncertainty, I think it's super important to lean into any caring and nourishing routines that we have established or want to establish. Let's use this time to relearn what it means to care for ourselves in the simplest of ways." So, I mean, they've said it quite clearly, what I've said, that the link between the increase in how we think about ourselves, how we're looking more inward. Wellness was already a key trend that was reshaping people's needs and attitudes, and the COVID crisis has only accelerated its spread. The graph also illustrates this quite well. You can see there's an upward curve in the volume of searches for well-being, particularly around the time of the start of the pandemic in France in this case. So the next inevitable question is, that's fine, but how can all this be incorporated into an innovation strategy? And this is where I want to show you how perhaps there needs to be a change in perspective. Social media intelligence is a helpful methodology to bring about that change in perspective, really. Our tools mine spontaneous, unfiltered comments on the social sphere. And we're able to understand what consumers expect from the products they buy. We can understand their motivations to purchase. We can look at their perceptions, their usage, etc. Basically, what brands can do to keep pace with their audience and win over their hearts. And when it comes to emotions in particular, we traditionally think that products' attributes, especially, we normally focus on scent or texture. We think that those bring sensorial benefits, that those are the ones really to rely on to convey emotions. But what we learn instead, when decrypting the relationship consumers have with the products they use, is that all attributes, sensorial, aesthetic, or functional, can convey powerful emotions and can drive people's preferences. So taking emotions into account in an innovation strategy goes way, way beyond sensorial benefits and incorporates all kinds of attributes. So the next question perhaps is what kind of emotions? What emotions do we see? What emotions do people experience that influence their purchasing habits? The decryption of consumers' conversations shows us here that there are 5 emotional need states that are key to address. So let's have a look at those. What are the 5 emotional need states that drive repeat purchases? So we've got a need to feel captivated, a need to feel valued, a need to feel reassured, a need to feel unburdened, and a need to feel yourself. Now, we're not saying that people fit into one of these need states. People can cross over these need states. It depends on your mood, or it's not unique to a group of people, let's say a profile. However, within these need states, there are some constant kind of patterns, constant behaviors that we've noticed, which is why they're grouped in this way. So let's look at the first one, a need to feel captivated. I want to brighten up my life. This is a need for, essentially, for pleasure, for giving free rein to your impulses, enjoying life experiences, being surprised, being childlike maybe, being expressive, and getting out of your comfort zone. Okay, the next the next need state is a need to feel valued. And here it's a need to assert your social status, attract admiration of others, the need to show off your talents, and a need for feeling really included. The third need state is a need to feel reassured. I want to feel secure. This is a need for stability, routine, feeling calmer and more stable. It's a need for pleasant moments, a need for relaxing, sharing, being comfortable, and also a need to feel safe and secure. Then a need to feel unburdened. This is the need for simpler lives, for efficiency, for easier ways of doing things, convenience, a need for more time to yourself, and to enjoy that guilt-free. The final need state is a need to feel yourself. I want to feel free to be who I want. This is about the need to stay true to your convictions, also to assert yourself by perhaps owning products that represent your personality better, that mirror who you are. Okay, so I've been talking really quite generally and conceptually, but all of these findings are born out of the comments people make online. So let's have a look at a few. These are concrete examples of what I mean by the need states, and they illustrate quite well these need states. Okay, so here's the first consumer from the United States. I definitely buy products that look interesting or fun to try on. Skincare is both therapeutic and fun for me, so trying new stuff when I can is fun. This person wants to be entertained. A huge draw is just the pleasure of the experience, acting on impulse maybe. They talk about the product as therapeutic as well. So it's a direct link to their emotions, you can see. They even allude to the fact that, that they know that the product may just have novelty value, but that's irrelevant for this person. It's the pure pleasure of the experience as a whole. So how can innovation strategies draw on this emotional need state? Here you could capitalize on these emotions by focusing on perhaps the experiential factors of products, the packaging, quite simply. So the next consumer from China this time. The first time I saw this cream, I will spare you my accent, I thought it was art. So gorgeous, high-end, luxurious gold color, diamond-like contour, brilliant and eye-catching, and it can be refilled. And it comes with a golden shiny applicator. It's convenient to take the product and control the amount, and at the same time avoid contaminating the product. Now, I don't know where to start with the number of words that clearly show how this person is drawn to luxury, drawn to a confirmation of social status, and the desire to feel like a VIP. First, they describe it as art. Now they own that art. So that's a boost in their social status automatically, as they say it. The gold, the diamonds, the shiny, these are all classical symbols of luxury. And the use of an applicator to apply the cream, to me it screams excessive, special, high-end. So here, innovation strategies could harness these emotions by concentrating on perhaps the latest trends, high-end experiences, and luxury aesthetics. Okay, in this instance, in China, the person has bought a lipstick, and she says, what's the most important attribute of a product nowadays? Safe and toxic-free. This lipstick gives off a cinnamon fragrance from its ingredients without any hint of chemical additives. It's a plant-based formula. It's so-called edible lipstick. Even pregnant women can use it. So this lady is really impressed by the number of different factors of the product that are reassuring, trustworthy, and safe. It has no additives. It's so natural that it's edible. And finally, if it's good enough for a pregnant woman to use, then it's reassuring. Overall, for this emotional domain or need state, innovation strategies could meet emotional needs by perhaps drawing on the familiar. These consumers are particularly loyal to brands that they have always used or that are an integral part of their daily lives. Really, they're looking for the classical, safe products that allow them to relax and feel good. This is a really interesting example from France. So it says, the second month with Cure Vitamins, I modified my supplements a bit by adding zinc to my morning cocktail to focus on stress and fatigue, but also on my hair, which tends to fall out a lot. I still find it very convenient. Besides, during my vacation, I was able to take my small sachets to continue my treatment. So this is a brand that really understands the need to simplify lives and help people in their daily, perhaps difficult lives, complicated lives. It's a subscription supplement service. You order your vitamins or other supplements every month. And by changing the subscription according to how you're feeling, it serves the purpose that it simplifies your shopping trips. It takes a burden away. It gives you more time for yourself. And this person mentions the convenience. It's convenient too because the packaging format means that they can take it on holiday, and it's just one less inconvenience for this person. Innovation strategies here for tapping into these emotions could include thinking on behalf of the consumer and creating products or services that reduce their load a little. They really want intelligent products that simplify things for them. The final example is from France. This is me showing off the fact that I've had a body treatment made to measure just for me, with my name on the classy glass bottle. I took an online questionnaire about my skin and had a video conference appointment with a pharmacist to talk about my skin, its needs, and what I liked. The doctor made me my custom cream. Okay, so this person has gone to, you can see they've gone to extreme and really thought through measures to find the product that best mirrors themselves, that is personalized, that is tailored to their needs. And the joy they're expressing, it comes from the satisfaction of achieving that high level of personalization. So they now have their customized cream and they're really pleased about it. And this is build your own beauty. Innovation strategies here need really to adapt to individuals, to allow uniqueness, personalizations, and modifications for people to be able to express themselves. So to sum up, beyond the primary function for which products are bought, which are well known, which are more obvious, things like being able to have clean hair or manage signs of aging, we see that emotions are becoming increasingly important in driving purchase decisions and preferences. So drawing on these emotional need states I've presented, it can be a great source of inspiration to fuel your innovation process, we hope. And helping our clients to innovate is one of our major services here at Dinvibe. And to do this, we draw on our smart and artificial intelligence platforms, there on the left, as well as our international consultants worldwide to extract and make sense of social media comments for businesses. We first go through a process of diving into the consumer voice and then focus on turning this data into knowledge and insights and highlighting what it means for you and how it can help your business. So I hope this talk has given you some inspiration in your own work and perhaps the desire to change your perspective towards emotions and innovation just a little. If it has whetted your appetite in any way, or if you want to ask any questions, just get in touch. We're here. Thank you for listening and enjoy the other presentations and the rest of your day. Thank you very much.